What is a spiritual awakening? We talk about this a lot, but what does it even mean? And if you haven't gone through one, what can you expect? Let's start with the definition. So, this is from a Google search. A spiritual awakening is a profound process of self discovery where an individual gains a deeper understanding of their true self and the spiritual nature of reality, leading to a shift in their perspectives and a questioning of superficial or material pursuits. Now, the key words in here are profound process of self-discovery, gain a deeper understanding of true self and the spiritual nature of reality, leading to a shift in perspectives, questioning superficial and material pursuits. I think that's actually a pretty good description. I wanted to just take a minute and share the experience that I had and some things that I learned along the way. For me, my whole life broke, and broke is a really good word, unfortunately, to describe this. My whole life broke. Everything collapsed. Um, I was living a life that was very focused on attachment to material and the external world. My sense of self was very much tied to things and what people thought of me. So when I started my spiritual awakening, the first thing that happened is everything broke. It all collapsed. My health, all of my relationships, my career, my finances, meaning, what I thought my purpose was, all of it turned on its head. It all crashed down at once. It's often the way with the ego. The ego builds a construct, an edifice of lies. It's not true. And these lies usually, it's almost impossible to avoid this, but some people do go through their whole lives without really having a spiritual awakening. So I don't want to say that it must definitionally collapse, but the edifice of these lies collapses upon itself from its own weight eventually. And usually happens at some point in your life, some for a lot of people right before they leave this realm, right before they have a physical death. So the ego and all of its untruths, its suffering, its victimhood, its stories, its lies, it's not truth, and so it collapses. Now, for me, when this happened, irrevocably changed my life, and it was not pleasant. It felt like death. Not that I know what death feels like, but if I could imagine death, that's what I felt like. Um, what happens is after the collapse, consciousness starts to expand. And this is the point of the whole journey, is the expansion side of it. This is the beauty. This is the blessing. This is the silver lining. So consciousness expands. Um, you start to get new perspectives on things that have happened to you in the past. Something that you might have thought was done to you, you realize that actually you had a contributory role in it, etc. And your life is picked back up piece by piece, but your life looks very different. So in my case, it was really the universe was asking me, who are you without the physical stuff, without the external stuff, without the money, without the lifestyle? And that was what I was being asked to do, is discover that part of me that's not tied to any of that stuff. So how do you do that? It all has to crumble. Who are you when it all crumbles down? Everything is different. The experience is different for everybody. The thing, something that's your thing, money and material attachments in my case, will be torn down completely and rebuilt, and you'll find your new truth. And for some people, that's about relationships and marriages and love and whatever. Whatever your thing is, it's going to get destroyed so that you can rebuild your identity without that. And that's the key. This process can last anywhere from months to years to decades on the collapse, and months to years to decades on the rebuild. Just depends on how focused you are on the healing, like the types of lessons that you're expected to learn, the progress that your soul wants to make. Remember, your soul, the universe, will never let you experience more than you can handle. Never. If it's more than you can handle, you'll break. And the universe doesn't want that, because this life is about learning these things and progressing. And if you don't get pushed hard enough, then you won't progress to your maximum amount. So you get exactly you don't get what you want, right? You know the song. You get exactly what you need. And it's never more than you can handle. You came here for this. You signed up for this. This is the purpose of this life, is to find that truth, to discover that truth. First, you have to deprogram all of the things that you've learned and remove the ego and quiet the mind and do all the things that we talk about to get to your truth. This is the blessing. This is the reason we go through spiritual awakenings.